Hey, this is Father Jay, and we're switching it up. So you might be wondering, why am I outside for these announcements? Well, I'm having a fire. And you might be wondering why you're having a fire in the middle of the day, or the morning time actually, because that's when I'm recording this. And the reason is I was thought about this analogy. Monday night I had a fire with the high school group. We had a wonderful time. We even had some s'mores. It was a lot of fun. And then on Tuesday and Wednesday, we had that rain. And it wasn't that great. Well, the problem was I should have probably, after Monday night, Tuesday morning, taken the fire pit and put it back in the garage. But I didn't. Instead, I let all that water pile into there, and actually took all of that soot, all of that ash, and it combined it together, and it made it really, really hard. And so then, when I went to have a fire last night, I picked it up and I was moving, and I was like, this is really heavy. And it took a lot longer for my fire to get going because the airflow couldn't work through the bottom of the stove, the oven, the grill, the fire pit, whatever it is. And it's because of all of that compacted ash. So here's the analogy. Our lives, our spiritual lives, are fueled by fire of the Holy Spirit. And there's going to be days where that fire feels a little more diminished, feels a little down, but it's still there, still burning. The embers are still good. But then something comes along, maybe sin, something else, and it puts it out, and it starts to compact. And instead of dealing with it, instead of addressing it, instead of resolving it, we just let it keep going. It keeps getting more and more heavy, more and more dense. Well, this morning I had to go with the shop vac and the air blower and just get all that junk taken out, and it took a while. But it was worth it because now my fire is back. What does that mean for us? It means that when we find ourselves in a slump, we find ourselves in a place of difficulty, not to just accept the circumstance, but to do something to resolve it, to work hard to get all that junk taken out of us. Maybe that's going to confession. Maybe that's getting back into a prayer routine. Maybe it's something along those lines. It's definitely something along those lines, let's be honest. But I thought, what a great analogy to share with all of you today. On top of that, we have our normal announcements. We have our Monday night high school gathering. We have our Wednesday night adult formation. Now, we just finished our Lectio series, so I'm not sure what we're going to do next Wednesday. I think we'll probably just take a break. Just take a break for next Wednesday, not have it, kind of regroup, get ready for the coming weeks. So nothing with adult formation this Wednesday. But we do have a women's fellowship on May 13th, which is a Saturday morning. Talking about women in the Bible. So if you'd like to go to that, we ask that you RSVP ahead of time, calling the rectory or the school to let them know you'd like to be there. And then on top of that, just kind of getting ourselves spiritually ready for the spring and summertime. So if we haven't been to confession lately, it's a great thing to do. We have lots of confession times available. You can always call the rectory if for some reason those times don't work out for you. Making sure we're getting to Mass every week, maybe adding in a weekday Mass. Going to adoration on Fridays so we can spend time before the Blessed Sacrament. We just need to be doing things to get ourselves back into that spiritual place so that when we light the fire can start burning brightly again. The fire can be burning strongly. Ultimately, what's going to happen is I didn't get all the ash out. So this fire is going to help dry it up. It's going to help get rid of the rest of that stuff that we don't need. And then I guarantee by the next time, fire's going to be roaring. And the same goes for our spiritual life. We go to confession, we do these things, we get this stuff cleared out. It's not an immediate resolution, but it's about sticking with it, staying with it, and striving to seek to have that change. So I hope you're having a good week. Can't wait to see you this weekend. Anything you need, call the parish office, and we'll be happy to help. God bless. Bye.